Welcome back to Trading Hour on CNBC-TV18. Now let's shift focus and talk about the auto sector and the auto major Maruti, because that's set to report its Q4FY25 earnings today. As of now, the stock is almost near the day's lowest point. But what are the key expectations? We have Sudarshan joining in with us for that. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Good morning, Vinny. So Maruti is expected to report earnings post-market hours today. First, talking about the stock performance, it's up 10% this year so far. Also, valuations after the recent correction that we have seen, like ahead of this year in the last few months, valuation has become supportive. It's currently trading at 23 times versus 5-year average of almost 28 times. So what are we expecting in earnings? First, it's going to be a steady set of earnings with volumes and rich mix will aid the revenue growth, while other increase in other operating expenses might weigh on the margin, which might see a minor contraction. Now coming to the headline numbers, profit is seen down 1%, revenue may increase by 7%, EBITDA too can increase by 4%, while margin can come in at 12% versus 12.3% in the same quarter last year. Now talk about the average selling price, or say realization. It's flat sequentially and it's up 4% year-on-year. Volumes were up 7% sequentially and up 4% year-on-year. And even raw material costs were flat year-on-year and sequentially as well. Gross margin too can slip 1% both year-on-year and sequentially. Now, what exactly in the commentary that we'll be looking from Maruti? First, if company gives any update on the order book and what's the inventory level, because talking about the inventory in the last few months, or say in the last 6 months, entire industry has seen an increase in the inventory because of the demand concerns. Also, what's the demand outlook for FY26? If you remember, just 2 months ago, in one of the conferences, most of the players for FY26 also were estimating growth in the range of 3 to 4%. So we'll see what exactly the company provides an update on that front, and if there is an improvement on urban demand, because rural has been largely doing better, and that can be that is being reflected even in the agri growth, or say tractor growth. But for PV, because Maruti is the leader in the entry vehicle segment as well, so now the comment on the rural demand will play the major role. And discounting trends. Remember, in the last few months, Maruti has taken price hike thrice, and still the discounting trends are being seen. So what is the current discounting trend? And lastly is the commodity price outlook, because that also has jumped in the last few months, and that is going to impact margin as well and overall earning. So these are some of the things that we'll be looking for in management's commentary.
Thank you very much for that. We will slip into a break on that note. We'll come back and discuss market technicals. Mitesh Thakkar joins in with his top trading bets.